Welcome back, everyone, to Wigs Gaming. It has been some time, and it is finally time for the Generation 2 Shiny Pokemon tier list. Long awaited. You guys really liked the first generation video, and I decided we should just do them all. Why would we not do them all? Let's see what we think about some of the rest of these Shiny Pokemon available. And we're going to start with Generation 2. As mentioned in the last video, but I will re-clarify for this one, it's going to be a final evolution form only. Or in the case where Generation 2 added some baby Pokemon, I will do those as well, so long as they didn't also introduce an additional evolution. So that's going to be the plan here. The final form of that Pokemon available in that generation. Pretty straightforward. So, with that being said, let's go ahead and start with Meganium. And personally, when I look at this thing, I think this is a C tier. It is definitely polished, but I think the original colors are better. And I would say that this is not quite where I want it to be, in my personal opinion. I'm also going to change D tier to trash tier. All right, that's going to be trash tier, where there's basically no change at all. That's where that's going to go. All right. Typhlosion, I wish I could get a better shot of what it looks like on the other side, but I'm guessing the Kulava sprite is giving me an idea of that. I would probably still say that Typhlosion is a B tier, though. I don't think it's perfect. I do think it, again, looks really nice and polished on the back there. I think they missed an opportunity, and they could have changed the colors of the flames to blue or something. I think that would have been a lot better, in my opinion. That's where things would have changed for the better with Typhlosion. For Alligator, I think it's also a B. I want it to be A, but I just don't like the little shark fins here at the top, the alligator, whatever things up here. I'm not a big fan. I'm just not. I don't think it's the best fit for him. Furret is an A tier, though. I think even though it's similar-esque to the original design, I think that red on Furret just looks a lot better than the normal brown on it. Sentret looks way worse by comparison, but I think Furret's pretty solid. Noctowl is probably another C. I kind of want to put it in high B. I think I'm going to put it in high B. I do. Hoothoot looks a lot better. You can see Hoothoot down here. It looks a lot better. Noctowl, yeah. All right, here's our first trash tier. I mean, I barely notice a difference. There is a slight difference in color. Not a fan. Don't care. It's awful. Spinarak would have been an A tier, but Ariados is another high B. You know what? The more I look at this, I'm going to put it in A. I actually think that, like, magenta, like, bright purple color really contrasts well with the legs and the eyes. I think this is actually a really solid shiny. I do. Crobat. You know, I don't think the bright purple suits him. I don't. I think C is where he belongs. Lantern. Okay. If you notice a difference, it's probably just a slightly different shade of blue. Moving on. Pichu, same thing. It's barely a difference. Yes, you notice it, but it's not much. Cleffa, just like Clefairy, was just the ears. I wasn't a big fan of that. I'll put it here just because it's a slight something, like a slight change. But it's not much of anything. Igglybuff, I think it's the eyes, but even then, I do not notice anything. Togepi, I don't notice anything. Actually, we don't have to do Togepi. We'll do Togetic, which I still don't notice anything. How about that? Xatu. I like Xatu in C here. I'd probably put him here. Again, it's one of those where, like, they slightly upscaled the colors to, like, slightly brighter, and it just didn't fit well, in my opinion. It really didn't. Ampharos, this is our first S tier shiny. I don't know what it is, but I just think that, like, again, just like the Ariados, I think it fits it really well with that, like, bright purple, almost pink, like magenta color, I guess is what you could call it. And the blue gem on his nose, or on his forehead, and the blue gem on his tail actually fits together really nicely. Ampharos, a phenomenal shiny. Blossom. I like Blossom, actually. Again, I think this color looks really good on a lot of these Pokemon. They did a great job with this. They didn't do this color scheme a lot in Kanto, but they're doing it a lot in Johto, and I think it looks great. Azumarill, this is an S tier shiny. Yeah, this is too good, guys. This is an example of completely overriding the color palette in a way where it actually works really well. The yellow and red match really well, and they also match with the white on the belly and the spots. And Azumarill already is a kind of really cool design Pokemon, and they made it shiny so much better. Big fan of that. That's an S tier Pokemon. Sudowoodo. It's like the little branches, the little leaves. I like them in red. I think the red looks really good, but it's not perfect. I think I'm going to put you in high B. I'm going to put you in high B. Oh my goodness, yes. That is phenomenal. That is a great blue color right there. That looks really good. Again, it contrasts with the pink there on his mouth and on his belly and on his hands. That's a really good shiny. Politoed is a great shiny. What is next? Jumpluff. This is the first time I don't like this color. I don't think it fits Jumpluff as much as it does others. So I'll put it about right there. I think that's fair. Apom. This is pretty bad. Yeah, I just don't. I mean, it's not completely no change. It's polished. Maybe I put it here because it's not completely no changed. I think that's fair. But it's still not very good. Not at all. Sunflora. Now, this is one they barely changed. And this is left to right, so the most trash is this way. No, the most trash is this way. The worst, the least trash is this way. Okay, well then I should probably put... Nah, I'll just leave it. But that's, you know, it is what it is. Whoa! Okay. Top of the line. We are looking at a top of the line shiny here. Yanma. This is a great shiny. This is one of the best that's ever been made, period. You cannot argue with that logic. This is a phenomenal shiny Pokemon. What a great pickup there. That is a great shiny. Great shiny. Now, what's next? Quagsire is another A. Again, knocked it out of the park with that color. They did that color a lot. If you look at the tier list right now, you can see how many times they actually did that color, but it worked well every single time. Now I'm going to put an unpopular opinion out here. I don't like Espeon's shiny at all. I don't. I think the green was a bad choice. I like that, again, they overrid the entire color palette like they did with this. It looks similar to this, but it's the wrong color. I think they just picked the wrong color, period. Umbreon's is an A, though. Even though it's slight, the color they chose makes it an A tier, in my opinion. Murkrow, I'm going to put it in B. I think just right next to Jumpluff, because for the same reason I didn't like Jumpluff, I just don't think that color scheme works for him very well. Slowking is a C tier. Not a big fan. No, not at all. Misdreavus is an A tier as well. I'm going to put Misdreavus right here. It's another Pokemon that it just works, considering it's a ghost type. I think it works really well. Unknown, S tier. It's subtle. It's one color change. It works perfectly. Wobbuffet, S tier. Same thing. It works perfectly. There's no reason to complain. Girafarig, actually, for a Pokemon that doesn't have that much of a difference, looks great, in my opinion, just because of the polished amount of the colors that they have done. Like, it's very similar color palette other than the blue, but it's so polished. It really pops out. It looks cleaner. It looks nicer. I'm a big fan of that. Forretress is going to go in C. Pineco looks a lot better. Forretress is just kind of there. Dunsparce will also go in C. I think he can go like up here somewhere, but he's still going to be in C. Gligar, trash. I don't notice a darn thing whatsoever. Steelix. I'm going to go B. Yeah, I'm going to go B for Steelix. I think he's better than these below him. I do. Granbull. Snubbull looks great, by the way. You guys see Snubbull over here, bottom left corner of your screen? Looks great. Granbull, awful. That's really disappointing, honestly. Really disappointing. I'll put him up here, though. Quillfish. I know I've been highly rating Pokemon that have this color scheme, but the thing is, again, it just doesn't look good on Quillfish like it doesn't look good on these other two. It just doesn't. Oh, I missed a couple up here. My bad. I missed a whole bunch. My bad. Oh, no, I didn't. Quillfish is here, and then we go this way. Scizor, no. That green, that's literally like baby feces green. That looks absolutely terrible. Shuckle! Now, that's a good shiny right there. That's a great shiny right there. No complaints whatsoever. Great shiny. What's next? Heracross? I love Heracross, but the pink is not for him. The pink is not for him. Not at all. Sneasel, the pink does fit Sneasel better. It does. You can see how much, as you see me voice crack there, you can see how much Johto focused on these pink shinies. It's so common, and there's a few more in here. Ursaring, again, fumbled the bag. This green is not it. This green is just not it. They messed up. It hurts my eyes to look at that green. Macargo looks good. It's not perfect, but it's pretty good. I think it belongs in A. I think it belongs in A. I think it does. Yeah, again, that pink looks good, but it's also the rock on his back is what I really like. That looks really good. Okay. Piloswine, trash. Corsola is pretty good. Again, the blue looks nice on it. I think Corsola can go in A tier. I think that's fine. Remoraid, does Remoraid evolve into Octillery? He does. So Octillery is what we're rating, and yeah, I'm not a fan. Put it in C tier. Oh, wow. This is all messed up now. Oh, we're good. We just had to scroll down one. Does that look better? Yeah, there we go. Let's keep thinking this one through here. We have Delibird. I'm going to put Delibird in B. I don't think the pink is for him. You know, he looks like Santa, and now he doesn't look like Santa. I want him to look like Santa. I mean, Mantine, absolutely trash. Skarmory is trash. Okay. Houndoom is also trash. These are awful. Kingdra, S tier. S tier all the way. That is a phenomenal shiny right there. It does not get much better than that shiny right there. Kingdra, phenomenal shiny. No complaints whatsoever there. I think we're almost done here. Oh, Chikorita made an appearance, I guess, here at the end. They got out of order, I guess. Donphan. Donphan, you're going to be in B. I think that's fair for you. Porygon 2. Come on, man. We knew it. We know where he's going. We know where he's going. He looks too good. He looks too good. He belongs right up there with all his blue brothers. Except this one over here. Okay. That was Porygon 2. Where are the rest of... Where were we? We are... here. Stantler. Trash. Smeargle. Trash. I won't rate Tyrogue. I'll rank Hitmontop. Tyrogue looks better, honestly, in my opinion. Hitmontop's a solid C. Smoochum. I'm going to go trash. Elekid. Trash. Magby's a little better. I'll put him in C. Miltank looks incredible. That is a really good shiny. You know what? You can go with your blue brothers as well. That's a great shiny right there. The blue and the brown contrast really well. It fits the Pokemon. It's a Pokemon that makes you think, I want to hunt this shiny Pokemon. A lot of these others do not. Not at all. Not at all. Blissey. Trash. And now we've got some legendaries. Raikou is definitely a B. I think this looks great, but it's not perfect. Entei to me is an A. It's kind of, for me, it's the facial structure, the colors on his face is all they really changed, but it actually suits him better than the original design, in my opinion. And then Suicune, we already know. That's trash. That is a terrible shiny. I don't ever want to hunt that shiny. It might be shiny locked anyway. I don't know. Tyranitar, I'm going to go C on this one. I just don't like the color. Lugia, oh my gosh. I think that it's going to take the top spot. I think it is. We'll see, because we have a couple, but Lugia is incredible. Love that one. All right. Then, where's Ho-Oh? That's next, right? Is Ho-Oh next? Ooh, don't like Ho-Oh. No, I don't. I'm going to put him in B. I think B is fair. I'm going to put him in A. And then last but not least, Celebi. I think Celebi can make S. I think so. So that's going to be our list. So do I want... am I sure that this is what I want to take the top spot? Is this the top shiny, in my opinion? I don't know. I think I'm going to go with it. I think I'm going to say yes. I really like this Lugia design. Kingdra looks great. I think I'd put Kingdra in second place. And this is our tier list for Gen 2. This is our Gen 2 shiny tier list. Excuse me, I did not burp. You didn't hear that. But anyway, thank you guys for watching. If you want to see the Gen 3 list, make sure you comment down below and let me know. And please subscribe. We have a push to make for 2,000 subscribers. I think we can get to 2,000 by the end of the year. I'd love to do more. It's a matter of, whether or not you guys show your support. So please do subscribe and do not miss out. I will see you for a potential Gen 3 Shiny tier list next time.